Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've posted a video, almost 6 months. It's now the end of November, 2 days before Thanksgiving. So I'm going to have a couple videos that I'm going to be uploading in the next couple days. I just wanted to go over some new updates with what you guys will be seeing in some videos in the near future. So recently I just got my first brew dog, who is actually down here. There he is, right there. His name's Porter. And then I also just got married, so that's kind of the reason why I haven't been posting lately. So it's been a while. I had to brew a lot of different beers for the wedding. They came out really good. Everybody loved them. They were gone in the first hour, unfortunately, but all came out well. So let me show you some of the new stuff we got. So my newest baby is right here. This is my 6-tap Keezer. So what I got here is just basically a 10.6 CU freezer from Best Buy. This freezer was actually white, as you can see on the lip right there. I actually used appliance paint to paint it black just because it looked a little better with the wood. Put on, I believe that's like a probably around a 10 or 11 inch collar, just out of some 1.5 wood. And then my 6 perlick faucets that you can see right there. You can see my drip trays magneted on. I got 6 strong earth magnets with 2 drip trays. And then if you can see in this last one right here, that is actually a stout faucet that I've had for a while. Just haven't been able to put it on my 2-tap kegerator that I've had in the past. This will actually be a nitro faucet. So let's show you guys what it looks like inside. So this is what it looks like inside. A little bit of a mess with all the tubes, but we got our 6 shanks going right into the wall. Just used a little bit of you can see the pink, that's just foam insulation, foam board. Put that on, and then this silver tape is just ventilation tape, waterproof ventilation tape. You can see there, that's my 6-piece manifold, so I can control each line individually. One of the unique things about my setup is this manifold on the outside here. So what I did here is I have the main line, which is right here. That's coming in from the CO2 tank. You can see that line right there going in. That's the line into the Keezer. This line right here, that is actually what I'm going to use to purge kegs, use my beer gun, do any type of purging of carboys, anytime I need CO2 without having to open up the whole Keezer. That's what this is for. So that's just an open line. I thought that was a great idea. That way I don't have to run any of these lines. I don't need to have an extra line floating around in here where it's already a mess. This is just kind of thought that up last minute, and so far it's worked pretty well. A lot of people like it. So if you're ever going to build one of these, I highly recommend it. But you can see here, I got 3 kegs in there. I can actually fit right around 6 kegs on the bottom. But what I did is, the reason I got such a big collar here is so that if I move this basket, I can actually put I could put 2 more kegs on the compressor. So that's why this collar is so big. You actually don't need a big collar if you're not going to put anything on the compressor. You could probably get away with just like an inch or, not an inch, probably about 3 inch, 4 inch. That's why I did that. And then what I used here is just a all-in-one stain and I think it's stain and polyurethane. I did about 4 coats, and it's a little smoother. Still rough a little bit, but it's got a little bit of that shine that you can see. And then all I did is some liquid nails onto the freezer, and then attach the hinges to the back of the collar. So it was a pretty easy build, nothing really too crazy. And then I have my temperature control that I used, my STC 1000 that I used to use on my fermentation freezer. And then my probe right now is floating in the air. There's a couple different ways you can go about putting the probe. Some people attach it to the kegs. Some people put it in like a bottle of water. Some people attach it to like outside of a water bottle. I'm going to leave it like this for a while, and then eventually I'm actually going to get an aluminum water bottle, fill that with water, and this is going to be taped to the side of that, just so it doesn't cycle the freezer as much. Because right now with this open, I've already lost a lot of the cold. The freezer's kicked back on already, so that's the only flaw when you have it hanging like that, but it is completely doable. So for anybody wanting to do something like this, cost-wise, For me, with the 6 taps, I actually already had 2 of the perlicks on my old Keezer or kegerator. Something like this. It ran me right around $800. I ended up selling my old fermentation freezer and my old kegerator for $300. So just around $500 was the overall out-of-pocket cost. Got the freezer for about $180. Your faucets and your shanks are going to actually be the most expensive piece to the build. The freezer's actually one of the cheapest. The wood can get a little pricey as well, but you're expecting for 6 taps, you're probably looking somewhere in the 700 to 1,000 if you're buying new. You can go smaller. I see a lot of 2 tap, 3 taps, sometimes even 1 tap. Some people use it as a fermentation chamber and their Keezer. Whatever works for you. So this is just another great way to kind of have cold kegs without having to buy a pre-made kegerator for $400 or $500. Or if you're just trying to upgrade like me, I went from 2 taps to 6 taps. So this is just another great way to do it. I'll give some updates once I get my nitro set up. Right now I don't have the nitro set up. I just had the tap, but probably Christmas I'm going to be getting the nitro set up. So any questions about this setup, leave them in the comments. I'll be glad to answer anything you got. Be on the lookout. Probably actually I'm going to upload a couple today. I'm going to be doing a video on ciders, and then there's going to be a video on using extract flavorings for secondary on porters and stouts. So like I said, leave any comments. Make sure you like, subscribe. Be on the lookout for some new videos. Remember, I take requests on videos, so let me know what you want to see, and I'll gladly put it up. Cheers.